My name is John Thom, and I've been in the utility business for 53 years. I'm as much a mechanic and a chemist as I am a water treatment operator. And I taught for 12 years throughout the state of Minnesota. And I was in and out of water and wastewater plants every day, and maybe 2 or 3 of them, troubleshooting and doing whichever. I'm the all-time workaholic, and I enjoy it. They're having problems in this specific neighborhood with manganese and caustic soda building up in the water main. And we're looking at building a treatment plant that will alleviate those problems. What the pilot trailer does, it takes and investigates the water to a point where we come up with a solution. It's easier to make a mistake here than it is build a treatment plant and build a mistake into it. You know, the average pilot's maybe $20,000. A treatment plant can be many million. The trailer was brought in here about 9:30. I started setting up, and in turn about 1:30 I started running the process and ran until about 7:30 that night. Came back yesterday morning at 6 and got it started. Then I worked last night till about 7:30, so it was a 14 hour day, and it'll be the same today. That's just normal routine hours. The trailer can do many different things. I hook into their water system, so I am taking water right after their aerator, where they're stripping the radon from the water. Then in turn, I'm taking the water before they add any chemical. Comes into the trailer. The water then is split, so it goes into 2 of the columns, feeding chlorine before that. Chlorine is the oxidant to oxidize the manganese so it can be filtered. It develops a particle, is what it really does. And then it flows through the media. In this case, it's pyrolusite, which is a chemical mined in South America, actually in Brazil. It has an affinity for manganese, so the manganese is taken out. Once it reaches capacity, we will simply backwash it back out with a flow of water, and then in turn start over. Every utility has to operate under lead and copper rules. If the pH is too low of the water or the alkalinity is too low, we end up, in this area, we add caustic soda or sodium hydroxide to bring that pH up to a point where it's non-corrosive. We operate under a whole set of rules mandated by the EPA. This well doesn't violate any of those other than radon. They're handling that, but that part is creating another issue. And now we're figuring out that issue. And we do that by adding manganese sulfate and permanganate, which forms something called hydrous manganese oxide, and the radium attaches to that. Then we take that out. The trailer can do that. It does it routinely. So we're the only company that has a trailer that is this complex. We can compare stuff side by side where the others can't. This one was built by me. Well, actually myself and my neighbor. And my boss told me we were having way too much fun in building it. It requires some experience. We had no drawings when we started it. You learn how to weld plastic and glue and fit. And actually, I built pilot equipment when I was with the city. So when I came to SEH, I'd already went through this process. We have Votex in Wisconsin, in Minnesota, wherever, that train water and wastewater operators. I don't know how many I hired over the years, and I always told them that their vocational school got them the job. The education starts today. The people that I have trained, a lot of them are now superintendents, and a lot of them have retired. I've outlasted them. What's the 2 most important things in your life? Water is one. And if it's not good, we have a problem.